Hey, good morning. I got a really good deal yesterday at Walmart. I bought 4 of these big family packs of bone-in, skin-on chicken. They were like this big old thing for $5 and $6. So I'm stocking up my crock pots today. And this is what I'm using on them. My adobo, my smoked paprika, and then this garlic herb, which has garlic and pepper in it. So I've already filled one crock pot, and then this is the last package. So I thought I'd just kind of let you see what I'm doing with them. I'm going to have a few left over. So what I decided is I'm going to have 4 left over. And then I'm going to give these to the dogs. Just for the record, dogs can have chicken if it is raw. Take it. Go away with it. Go away with it. Go on. Go on. Callie, take yours. Now I will, just so you know, with these, I have 4 dogs, and one of them is kind of food aggressive, and one is food. He's just a big baby, and he's worried that I shouldn't say that. The boy was starved when they found him, so he's very worried that somebody will take his food, so he doesn't try to bite, but he does cry and whine if somebody gets too close to him while he's eating. So since these do have the bones, I will pick them up before I leave. I have a CPR class this morning for a couple hours. So salt's what I'm missing. Now usually they eat the bones. I should say this is really the first time this group of dogs is getting a whole chicken thigh. I used to have a dog that was on an all meat diet because of her allergies, and she was on it for 2 years, and I'd just give her leg quarters. She'd go off, and her and her sister both, and she did really well, thrived, no scratching, nothing for 2 years. But then I moved away and things changed. But anyway, so this is what I've got in my 2 crock pots of chicken. I will figure out how I'm going to do it and everything later. What I'd love to do is pull those skins off there when this is done and somehow fry those up. I'll see how that works out. Let me just tell you how much of a genius I am. I went to CPR class, and this has been cooking about 6 hours, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, well, about 5.5, whatever. Anyway, this one I forgot to turn on. That's genius level right there, man. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of pull the skin off and then pull the meat out. I've got a bowl over here I'm going to put it into. I'm seeing if I can do it and save as much of the skin. I know it's going to be hot. I might try putting on a glove. I'm not sure. I don't want to burn myself, but at the same time, I do want to save the skin as best as possible. And it might be easier to pull off. I mean, there'll be some, of course, that will stick. But, and put the thigh over there. But my plan is to take this skin and fry it up. Then I can have it with my chicken when I eat my chicken. So, also, I do have something else going on at the same time. I was hungry, and I ran by Mom's after the class, and God love her, she doesn't have any carnivore friendly foods at all. So not unless I want to cook. Well, I wasn't going to be there long enough. I'd have no problem normally if I was going to be there for, you know, a couple hours. I would just say, hey, I'm going to cook up a couple eggs and be fine with it. But I knew I was coming home to some steak that I wanted to cook up. So I'm heating up a skillet over here. You all have seen me cook steaks before, so I won't record that, but in a few minutes I will, when my skillet gets hot enough, I'll pause and switch over and cook myself a steak and then return to this. When I do a big steak, I usually do like 6-7 minutes on one side and 6-7 minutes on the other side. And so if there's much of this left, obviously this whole crock pot's going to be later in the day. I'm such a silly knucklehead sometimes, but that's all right. We make do. We just keep going. Always move forward. Always move forward. We make mistakes. We do dumb things. And we just keep going forward. I'm also going to cook one of those 5-pound rolls of ground beef. I was trying to figure out exactly what I was going to cook it in, you know, and everything. But what I think I'm going to do then is I'm going to get this all done. I don't know if it'll kill me. I don't think it will. I'm going to just use, I'll pour this liquid out, and then I will just put the ground beef into this crock pot and then cook the ground beef. Because it'll still be hot, so it's not like anything bad's happening, I don't think. But anyway, yeah, so that's my game plan. Because what I'm thinking of trying this week is having chicken for my first meal, and then ground beef for my second meal. I'm wondering if this is done. This is sure sticking. But I'll have, the one I took apart looked like it was done, but this is sticking like it's almost like it's not done. Hang on, let me stab this one and see. That's a lot of skin I missed on that one. Holy cow. Nope, that looks good in there. So, alright. But anyway, so my plan is, like I said, to cook the ground beef in this crock pot. And then I will have this cooking at the same time. Instead of burgers, I'm going to do the ground beef, which, I mean, I know it's ground beef. They're both ground beef, but instead of patties, I'm going to do the ground. Got a couple more, and then I'll be able to switch over to my steaks. Like I said, I won't necessarily make you watch that. Watching a TikTok video the other day, and it was of a lady who was making chicken, and boy, I saw the seasoning she was putting on there and how her chicken looked so like colored, not like white and bland like my chicken. I'm like, boy, I'm sure must not season my chicken very much or my food very much. So I'm hoping that today, by George, I definitely had lots of seasoning for it today. I just never noticed. But then when I'm eating it, I always have to add extra seasoning. And I just thought that's kind of how it was with chicken. I don't know. I didn't really think much about it or know much about it. So, yeah, it's what I've always done. And but by George, I bet you I got enough seasonings on this one today. That was the most seasonings I think I've probably used in my whole lifetime, all put on one thing. Let's see here. It's probably good that I did not have both crock pots done, because this bowl back here is filled with chicken. So now take this glove off. Pour my leftover water broth into here. Okay. Okay. Now I want to let this chicken cool down before I sift through it, because it's hot. Now burn. Hang on just a second. Days like this, I wish I had a bigger countertop. Okay. There we go. Now. I'll put this on it. It's going to be on low, so I'll check it. Like I usually do, I'll do it every hour. Come in and mush it up. Slide this over here, and this over here. Slide you back. You back. Really kind of worked out well, since the expiration date for this chicken was yesterday. By cooking all this, now I got me some chicken, and now I will say, I know I gave the dogs the chicken earlier. I do not give my dogs cooked chicken bones ever. Never, never, never. I personally do not. They become thin and brittle, and and they're breakable. Like I said, I do give them raw chicken, but I do not give them cooked chicken. Raw chicken because in the wild, a wolf, coyote, they will eat birds of prey. And our dogs came from wolves. However, they do not eat cooked chicken. And like I said, the consistency of the bone changes when it's been cooked. So that is my deal. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I will never recommend giving them cooked chicken bones. You can give them cooked chicken till the cows come home, but not cooked chicken bones. See how it tastes. A little piece here. Oh, that's good. Well, that's good chicken. I don't think I've ever had my own good chicken. It's always been bland. By George, that was really good. Alright, I'm going to pause it because you don't need to watch me fighting my chicken and chicken bones and such. You don't need to see me separating it. I'm just putting my bones back there and my chicken. Going to have it in containers to take to work. And when I'm done with this part, I'll show you how it's looking. So it's just too hot. Too hot to touch. So I would have been smart and waited, but I'm not a very patient kind of gal, so not patient enough for that business. Oh, dang it. I'm putting in the wrong one. Hungry. All right, I'll pause you now. Well, I admitted I'm definitely baffled. That big bowl of chicken made this, and these are each 1.2 ounces. Usually, I guess I don't. I'm still new to cooking chicken, and beef doesn't work that way. It's like the chicken kind of went away. I know there was bones, but those bones didn't weigh that much. It just seemed like the chicken kind of evaporated. So I'm not really sure. But it is what it is. This week, there's nothing I can do about it. So this big pot of chicken just made 4 meals. So this was, I think it was 2.5 of those family things. I don't know, size things, but yeah, that's just not enough. So this definitely, chicken does not work like beef. I don't know. It just baffles me. Anyway, this is what I got out of that container. I mean, I know I still have this much of the skins, and I'm going to do something with those, but yeah, I don't know. I'll just go on this week and see how things work out, but I'll be back to show you more. All right. Here's my steak. Got it finished, cut up, delicious. It is a sirloin steak. So I'm just using the same skillet I had that in. I'll turn that down a little bit. And I added some, what the heck did I add? Lard. And now I'm just kind of dropping these chicken skins down in here. Got this done already. For a piece. That's good. So I'll use these as like a side when I take my container chicken. But anyway, so do a couple minutes on one side, a couple minutes on the other. And it's really, really good. I didn't have to season them because it's already seasoned from being in the crock pot. And my steak, that's good too. You know I like to eat. There's my chicken broth. It's so red from that smoked paprika. I got that container. And that container. We'll see what I end up doing with it. I mean, I got a lot of them. I need to stop seasoning the chicken when it's cooked so I can give it to the dogs and their food. There's not too much onion or something in there, I don't know. But yeah, I definitely won't give that one to the dogs. Too much red and stuff in there. $5, $34, $33, $32, $31. Oh, no, $30. Well, it's early, but you know, I'm not very patient, as you know. So then I'm just flipping them over. And I'll do this side for 2 minutes or so. And I'll show you when I pull them out. Okay, timer just went off. I'm just pulling them out and setting them on a paper towel just like bacon. So it's like, instead of pig skins, it's chicken skins. You can actually buy chicken skins now. And I have not bought any. I did order, I'm waiting on them to get here. I see online those Carnivore crisps. A lot of the carnivores are eating them and promoting them or selling them or whatever. Or have, you know, product codes. So go follow one of them and go follow someone like probably Laura Spaff. I bet she has a promo code for them. Or Kelly Hogan probably has a promo code. Or one of the big timers. I'm sure you're following one of them and go look at one of their videos. They probably have a code for that. Mine haven't got here yet. They're supposed to get here soon. So, and by the way, the timer that I have on this It's not because that's how long it takes to cook. It's because I get sidetracked and forget to do something. So I set the timer just to remind me to look at them. I don't know how long I should leave them in, but they come out a pretty, they come out a pretty golden color, just like fried chicken skin. So I'm gonna finish these up and hope I don't burn the place down. If this video doesn't post, you'll know I burned the house down. Okay, so this is what we had out of one crock pot. I asked in the zeroing in on, there's a couple different good groups that I'm a member of. I asked in Zero Carb Health. One of the moderators said that chicken has more water and that sometimes they inject it with water, which is why it shrinks up so much. So I probably will not be going back and buying chicken very often. I will just make that a sometimes little thing I do, but I did it this week and it is what it is. So here's what I come out with. I still have the other crock pot. It's going with chicken. Then I've got the crock pot going with ground beef. So this is the skins that I got off of this one. The big crock pot. So I'm going to let it sit and cool off, and I'll probably put it in little Ziploc baggies that I can take along with me. Okay, I am just fed the dogs, so I'm going to have to pause here a second and give them their after supper bone. I'm just got to wait on them to get done eating. So I usually make my second meal, I don't know, I make it about half a pound. It doesn't matter. I mean, if I want more than that or less than that, but again, I do measure, but it's more for things to be even, and then it gives me a starting point. Okay, hang on, I gotta give them their bone. Okay, 2 for you. 2 for you, 1 for you, and 1 for you. Okay, go on. All done, all done. Yeah, it just gives me a reference point, and I can always add more, always. It's just a way to give me something to have. I looked in my freezer and I still have quite a few meals left over. So we're going to see how this worked out. See how much room I have when I'm all done. So I may not, I'm sure I will not be meal prepping next weekend. Because there's just so many. What was I going to tell you? Oh. So I went on in my Facebook group, Zeroing In on Health. I went in asking Zero Carb Life. And they said that, yes, they do add water to chicken. Some of them said that is the way they store them. Somebody showed a video of them injecting chicken with saline water, salt water, in order to make it plump. So who knows what's right and who knows what's what. But what I do know is that I, in the end, would have to spend more money on that chicken to get the same amount and same nutrients as I did with the beef. Well, not necessarily same nutrients. I mean the same vitamins. I don't know if I'd have to eat more of it to get that, but I would have to, it'll take more, I have to buy more because like, you know, when you buy 70/30, so much of that changes over into fat and you lose it. You know, I mean, unless you eat the fat, which I don't necessarily do that. So, anyway, yeah, so that's the word. That's what I got. That's what they told me. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 5 of these small containers of ground beef. This is that was a 5-pound container. Well, what, that just fits it. This is a 5-pound container. Well, some of them were 9 ounces, but still, I mean, whatever. And one of them was 11 ounces, but again, whatever. I'm not gonna spend my Saturday stressing over how much things are. I will just know and just, you know, I keep that in my brain for the future. I'm getting this kind of together, adding this into the dog one. There's more liquid than would fit in this container, I think. So, I'm just spooning it in. I always have so many dirty dishes on meal prep day. But this, the dogs get added to their dog food bowl. And they're quite thankful. So, it adds lots of good, yummy flavor to their bowl, to their plain old kibble. And one of them, you know, this has beef and chicken, but in the past, you know, the one I've been using, it was just chicken. And then sometimes it's beef, so give them a little something to look forward to. I'm going to try to pour this into here and not spill it or make a huge mess. We'll see. Ta-da! Yay, Terry. I did it. Yay, me. So I'll put these 2 containers back into the refrigerator. I had bought some ground turkey. I'll see what I do with that. I need to check and see if this chicken's done. Not at all. Holy cow. Is this even turned on? Ow! Yeah. I'll kick it up to high for a while. And see where that gets us. I'll show you that when it's ready. I think I'm going to use the air fryer for these skins. We'll just have to wait and see. So I can't math today. This didn't make 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It made 7 of them. Math. It's not my friend. Hello again. I had these bowls all sitting in the refrigerator so that way it wasn't sitting out while this was finishing cooking. I didn't want to get myself sick or anything. So now I can turn the crock pot off instead of leaving it off from the beginning like a knucklehead. I'm not always known for being super intelligent. So, speaking of, yeah, I don't think I'll be buying chicken much. If I do, it's just going to be for a special occasion. In the meantime, I'm just going to stick to buying beef and eating beef. I've enjoyed it all this time, and I mean, chicken's fine. It's not something I crave or like think, oh boy, I need me some chicken, you know. But it's a nice thing to have once in a while, you know. So, well, this little thing works so nice. I use this one when I have beef, and I use this one when I have chicken. I tell you, I need another one of these jobbers. Anything else down in there? Yeah. So, what I am gonna do is go on and pour get my broth out of here. I'm just kind of thinking. So I did not, our Walmart when I went Friday, it did not have any ground chicken, but they did have ground turkey. I don't know how much different it's going to be, but I bought some. And I was like, well, I could do, you know, the same thing I do with chicken. So my thought process was, I was thinking, well, I could make some more noodles. And I still might. Okay, wait, this was for the ground beef. I don't know what that's for. I don't know what that was for. Sorry, I'm trying to kind of organize a little bit and get rid of the stuff that I've already ran the dip. Oh, get off. There's a fly. Hold on. Pop. It was at the end of this roll anyway. Now. Alright. Got to get rid of that paper plate. EU. I think it might have been dead. I don't know. Anyway, all right, now. Okay. So maybe while I let this chicken cool down, I might make some of that. Where'd it go? I might take some of this and do like I did last week and boil up some noodles. I'm running out of space. Hang on. Beep beep dog. Beep beep. Put that in there. Get eggs and some pork rinds. I'm gonna have to order me some pork panko. Oh, but I wanted some gloves. I don't know how different ground turkey will be from ground chicken. I mean, it's poultry. I mean, how different can one poultry be from another? Well, shoot. I really should have my ducks in a row when I, how about I use this? I use this for my ground beef. So, and it was cooked when it was done, or when I was using it. So, I'm gonna mix up oh man, I don't know, that's about 2/3 cup maybe. There. Guys, no. That's crushed pork rinds. I didn't have it ziplocked very well, so that was kind of hardened together there. I'm going to put in a couple eggs. One. Two. Jack, guys, get back. Oh, I probably need to get a pan. How about I hit you on pause for just a second? Alrighty, I poured the broth out into a pot, small pot, so it can boil. I'm trying to blend up this. Got too much in this bowl, but I'll just go into it. I might need to add some more the crushed pork rinds. Watch out, puppy. Move. Might be too wet. When I put it in, I noticed that there was extra juice in there, so just gonna have to get in there and find out. Yeah, that's pretty wet. I'm just going to use it all, so it doesn't matter if if I get this bag all goopy. I'm not going to be storing this. I'm going to throw this in the trash. So it is fun to try different things. Had I not bought the chicken, I wouldn't have been trying this, and I wouldn't have found a recipe for the chicken and dumplings. So, you know, when you want to change up, you don't have to do all burgers or all beef. You can just remember to change it up. Change it around. So, but like I said, it's just as a general rule, or as a general what I'm going to be making, just cost effective makes more sense to stick to burgers. Now, this is what I did last time, but that's a whole lot more. I think that's twice as much. So, and I did feel like, I said if I was going to do it again, I would want to do it with thinner noodles. So, oh, come on, there we go. So, that is my plan, is to make thinner noodles. That's my hope, I should say, is to make thinner noodles. As much as that is, I probably, lesson learned, I probably should have done this in sections. And you know, it's not too late. It will require changing gloves again, but you know, that's all right. I don't want my pink or my rolling pin goopy with meat. Okay, you just sit on the top of this for me. Let's see, where's the end of this? You get out of the way. May be a super fail, but don't know unless you try, so gotta try it. So far this is, like I said, a lot wetter. So far the chicken was better, but I haven't tried cooking it yet, so there are definite chunks of my pork rinds, because those are pork rinds that I had done myself. So I should have done that in 3 sections. Holy mackerel. Oh, now, come on. Got to bring this water to a boil, my broth. So, I'm going to turn it up and I'll pause you while I'm waiting. Well, I did some. And it's done all the way through. So, I will say, stick with chicken. This turkey, the texture and stuff, it's just different. It'll taste good though. That actually tastes really good. So, okay, so if you're going for looks, if you're gonna, you know, be serving this to people who, you know, kids, maybe go with chicken. If you're gonna be giving it to giving this to your in-laws, go with chicken. But it tasted real good, actually. But this is what I'm doing. It's not easy. The others might be a little easier when I get, it's these outer edges that I'm working on right now. So the inside might be a little easier. Because I think last time what I did was put it in the freezer or refrigerator before I did it. I'm almost positive that's what I did. Now I could be lying, but I'm almost positive I had this sitting in the refrigerator while I was waiting on it to cook. Or while I was waiting on the water to come to a boil. So, I think that's what I'm going to do. Because it's hot in my kitchen right now, there's got so much going on, so much cooking, and the oven's going, and water's boiling, and so it's, you know, not letting things stick together, and it's keeping it soft. So, yeah. I think I cooked them. Hang on, I set my timer a while ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I did 6 minutes. And I'm gonna see. Got the other one rolled out at least. So I'm gonna see if I can set it maybe in the freezer while the other one is being worked through. Nope, won't fit in there. Won't fit on this side. Hey, I think it will. Yep, good enough. All right. So I've got that one sitting in the freezer. This will cook for 6 minutes, and then I'll come back and I'll show you this batch, like right after as I pull them out and stuff. I swear I'm gonna have so many different things to wash. This is, hang on, there we go. This is, I took my air fryer and I took the chicken skin, thigh skins from the second batch, and I put them in the air fryer. I did 400 degrees. I had no clue how long this was going to take. I did 3 minutes at 400, then 4 minutes at 400, and 4 more minutes at 400. Hang on, let me get a... Some of it's crispy. I just tossed it all in together. Some's crispy, and some of them you could tell it was on the inside of it. So I don't know. It's still pretty flimsy. I think I'm going to put it back in oh, sorry, it's not in your view. I think I'm going to put it back in for 4 more minutes, which would be 4, 8, 12, 34. That'd be 15 minutes. So we'll try it again. Hang on. Let me put it in here and... It cooled down, so I'm going to put it at 5 minutes. So hopefully it'll get back up to 400. Anyway, so that worked out pretty well. It was a lot easier. I just did a whole bunch of it at once. So we'll see how it turns out. I'm still working on these noodles, y'all. But I am finding if you keep it in the refrigerator before you add it to the boiling water, there's a little stiffness to it. Okay, I'll show you what I mean. I don't know if you saw earlier, it was just kind of soft, but with it sitting in the refrigerator, it kind of gets a little stiffer texture. Not like hard or anything, but just gets it's a little stiffer. So that's what I've been doing. I'm on the second batch right now. I made too much. I'm well aware of this, but you know, I thought I'll freeze some when I'm done with it. That's the beauty of having freezers, you know? We can make stuff and freeze stuff and that's just fine. So that is my plan. Come on. But, and then I can add them to whatever I want to make in the future. And I don't have to make a bunch, you know, I'll have some already made that I could just toss into something. But water keeps going down, of course. Really, these are kind of like my own turkey nuggets. So, you know, I could make like some kind of a heavy cream chicken gravy and do like a chicken fried chicken type thing if I wanted to. Could probably even fry some of these in a pan and do that. That might be good too, but I'm already committed at this point to this, so this is where I'm at and this is where I'm going to stay. I'm gonna do a couple more, and they're not perfect noodles or anything, but you know, it's something different and something, you know, you can try out and see what you think. Hang on, let me put it back in the fridge. And here's how they're still looking. Well, hold on. Get in there a minute. That's it right there. It is kind of like a little turkey nugget. They're good. I'm boiling them in the chicken broth. So I figure I'll freeze some of it and make a broth for some of it, and see what I want to do with it. See where this is. Oh, that's looking a lot better. Yeah. Hang on, let me just get these out while I got you on unpause. Oh yeah, that's a lot more crispy. I'm not about to touch them because I'll burn my little fingers. But yeah, they're definitely more crispy. And I'll just put them, like I said, in little Ziploc bags. And on days I take the chicken, this will be something fun to take and eat them. So there you go. All right, I'll show you that when all the noodles are done. Well, here's what we ended up with. I cut on their ground turkey mush cooked because it just didn't stick very well. So whatever, don't care. I will use that in something someday. This is the noodles and the chicken. That's the broth. I added some cream to it. So I have 3 of those chicken and turkey noodles. I have 5 containers of chicken for the week. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 baggies of fried chicken skin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things of ground beef. And then I have a creamy chicken Wait a minute. No, I don't know why I put that on there. There was none of that left. Okay. So then I have 2 chicken broths. So that is what we ended up with for the week. It only took me an hour to to get to this stage. Sorry.